bit.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Shed Gaming. We are back in action with a 1,250 point battle report of the Dark Angels led by the Lionel Johnson against the Death Guard led by a Demon Prince. 1,250 points of my Death Guard being led by a Demon Prince who gives out an aura of a 6 I feel no pain. I also have the Lord of Contagion who's really good for 80 points. Not quite as good as Typhus, but I love them rerolls in melee. Then I have an Icon Bearer who gives out OC and once again 12-inch Contagion, and the Tallyman who gives you CP and +1 to hit for the unit, and that is my HQ. Battle line, I have 2 squads of Plague Marines, pretty simple WYSIWYG, so the front squad going with the Tallyman shall have a heavy Plague weapon on the Sergeant, along with one other guy, and the Sergeant has a Plasma Gun. The back squad, 1 heavy Plague weapon, a Plasma Gun, and then just Plague Bolters and Plague Knives for everybody else. I have a Flamer Drone, double Flamer, a Plague Burst Crawler with double Flamer, Hotshot Rail Volley Gun, and then the Mortar. Then, for my meat and potatoes, I have a squad of 10 Blight Lords with a Blight Launcher, a big Reaper Autocannon, and a Flail. The rest just have Bubotic Weapons and Plague Bolters, and they're going with the Lord of Contagion, and there's 5 more Blight Lords just armed with Bubotic Weapons and Plague Bolters. And that's 1250 points of Death Guard who make your army weaker if you fight them, reducing toughness as a Contagion. And they also get access to -1 to hit or an extra AP, and I'll probably go for the AP as I'm fighting the Astartes.
And here we have 1250 points of the Inner Circle Task Force Dark Angels, led up by Lion, Primarch, L. Johnson, let's go. And supporting him we got unit of Deathwing Knights with maces, unit of Deathwing Knights with swords that look a little bit like Blade Guard, but they're definitely not. We got a Librarian in Terminator armor who's going to be attached to that unit of Terminators at the back. And then we got a Lieutenant with combi weapon for a bit of lone op, bit of infiltrate. And then we got Intercessors for sticky objectives, Jump Pack Intercessors for scoring, and that's 1250 points, let's go. Inner Circle Task Force, I'm going to pick objectives, any number I don't control or one I do control. I'll get +1 to wound on that objective with everything in the Inner Circle. And that's infantry. So that's basically Deathwing Knights and the Terminators. So let's go, let's punch, let's kill.
Our mission rules rapid escalation, so you can outflank battle line turn 1. We're doing terraform to do actions on objectives, and we're doing Dawn of War classic deployment. And the terrain has been set up by the Shed. Dawn of War deployment, terraforming, 5 objectives. Crates give obscured. This gives you cover with these trees, treating that building as obscured. It is the slumbering Imperial city that has gone silent as the Death Guard have come to decay. This board shows the ruins of the city, going to a shipment yard, going to the trees and the forests outside. Terrain adjustment, we're treating this as obscured, and we've moved this building slightly forward. Right, deployment, the Death Guard took this side, the defenders. We've got a squad of Plague Marines with the Tallyman on the left flank. We have the Demon Prince, backed up with the 10 Blight Lords giving out the Feel No Pain aura of 6+. On the objective is the tank, who hopefully will give it sticky, and the Flamer Drones on the right flank. We can outflank with Battle Shock turn 1, so a squad of Plague Marines with the Icon Bearer are in the pocket, with Blight Lords in Deep Strike. So the Dark Angels have been pretty defensive. They're just behind this building, or in the building with the Lion, Deathwing Knights, behind the building with the Intercessors on the objective, giving it sticky. More Deathwing Knights on the left flank, and then the Lone Op character just on the objective? Off the objective. Terminators and another squad of Jump Pack Intercessors, and the Librarian in reserve / Deep Strike. Just 5 Terminators, not 10. It's alright. Not as many dangles to kill today, as the Dark Angels take on the Death Guard, and we go now to the roll-off, so choose your weapon, and who will win. Red for the Death Guards. Let's go, turn 1. Oh! Turn 1 Dark Angels both get a CP, battle round 1 commences. And for your cards, you get Marked for Death. Pretty hard to do. I chose the Blight Lords, the tank, and the Flamer Drone. And Overwhelming Force, kill units off objectives, which is just the tank. So good luck with that. Picking the central objective for the Lieutenant for my reroll 1s to wound, army-wide. And you're oathing my Flamer Drone. Lastly, the Death Guard is selecting if you're within contagion range. Not only will your toughness be reduced, but I'm also going to be reducing your save as well, which is going to be gnarly on that AP. That's turn 1 movement phase for the Dangles. They've shimmied up. They're being cagey. Your backfield is sticky. You pretty much pushed out with these Deathwing Knights, hiding behind the crates, shimmied forward with these boys and advanced them, got a 6. They weren't up there, they were in the building. The Lion is behind the building. And that guy is shimming on the objective. And you will get no victory points to secondary. And nothing for primary as you push down to the Death Guard. Turn 1.
No, shooting phase.
Oh.
4 dangles.
Okay.
We're going to do the action on this objective.
Nice. Terraform. Now we'll end turn 1 for
Now we'll
dangles.
enter.
Mark for Death is one of my cards. You chose the Intercessors, the Lion, and a squad of Deathwing Knights. Which one, sorry?
The squad over here.
Nice, for Mark for Death. And I also got Assassination for the turn 1 cards to the Death Guard. Tallyman! Yes! The CP was wonderful. That back objective is sticky. And contagion range is 3 inches. It's pushed now. Death Guard turn 1 movement phase. Enemy phase, we shimmied up with these Blight Lords. We advanced with these guys, got on the point. We also pushed up the tank to be within range to shoot the Deathwing Knights. And we're within contagion range as we pushed out the drone, who can also try to flame on these Deathwing Knights. And now we'll go into the shooting phase. We have a CP extra from the Tallyman. So, we'll start with Plague Burst Crawler, everything to the Deathwing Knights, spending a CP to do extra AP on all his guns, and another CP to give him sustained as well. But we're going to hopefully eviscerate these Deathwing Knights. Nice, so we'll cancel out the extra AP. Let's do the big cannon, the mortar into the Deathwing Knights. This is damage 2, D6 plus 3, blast. 10 shots coming in, sustained. Death Guard! I think I dropped 1. Not bad, once it's... Bam! Oh my god. Drone is reducing your save, and you're now T4, so 2's to wound here. Alright. Up saves, but you do reduce the damage. Taking... Now we have the Flamers coming in to the Deathwing Knights, one's on a wound. 5. Anti-infantry 2+. 2 1s. The 4-up saves because of... kills a guy. The volley gun, we killed 1 Deathwing Knight with the tank so far. 5 is 4 now, so 3's the wound. Bam. It's all 3-up saves because that's your save now. Taking it down. Have the Flamer drone to flame them. Give me big flames. Big flames. 8 flames. 2s. Everything but 1.
Yep.
Ignore cover, you have a 3-up save. Armor Contempt will make it a 3+ save. 1's on 3 wounds. We get him. And we take 4 damage. Killing 2 Deathwing Knights will finish Death Guard turn 1, discarding both our cards, pushing out to Dark Angel. Turn 2 for the Dark Angels, they get extend battle lines as well as area. Dark Angel Deathwing Knights have pushed out onto the objective, getting ready to make a charge. We have the Deathwing Knights. 1's on 3 wounds, 2 of them died. They didn't move for fear of the Overwatch. The Lieutenant pushed up like a bad man. Intercessors holding it down. And you deep strike down these Terminators within 3 for a CP. So you're down to 1.
2.
Because you had 3.
Yep.
Makes sense. And the shooting phase will now commence as you have these Terminators. And you, I'm guessing, judge these Plague Marines with your +1 wound.
Yes, we are judging...
And you oaths the Flamer Drone.
This...
And contagion range is 6 inches. Let us begin. Line shot off camera, didn't do anything. You have these Terminators to fire. Everything into the Plague Marines. And judge their +1 to wound. And you oaths not them, so you're hitting on 3s.
And the...
Assault Cannon.
Assault Cannon is the Blight Lords. All the Stormbolters are going to go into there.
Nice. Cannon to the Blight Lords, hitting on 3s.
Bam.
Nice. 5 hits with sustain from the Librarian, strength 6, T6, 4s to wound with devastating wounds.
6s, fishing.
Getting 1 mortal, 3 wounds. Blight Lords are super durable, super cheap, 2-up saves. Makes all of them, and then I get a 6-up fill and pain from the Demon Prince. Psychopath.
Hazardous.
D6, not bad.
D6.
Blast the Blight Lords.
Hit on 3.
Hits on a 3, hits, sustained. 1 dozen wounds, you get an extra 1. The other one doesn't win. Hazardous check. Can't roll 3 ones.
3 in a row.
Oh no, you're very much fine. No damage really, apart from wounding a Blight Lord, and that will finish your shooting phase.
No, I got Stormbolters in.
Hey, Stormbolters. It's +1 to wound. Hit on 3s. Solid though. A bunch of hits with sustaining on 4s here. Not amazing. Pretty. 6 go through, 3+ saves. You wound a dude. You wounded a Plague Marine, you wounded a Blight Lord. Bunch of charges.
Lion's going in.
Lion needs a 7 into the tank. Not overwatching, continue. Oh, it's a 9. The Lion L. Johnson charges into the Plague Burst Cooler. With the tank have no idea of the pain that is coming. Knights need a 6-inch charge into the Blight Lords. Make it or break it. For death or glory. Oh! To recap, the Lion made it in, the Deathwing Knights made it in, you keep one on the objective, and then these Deathwing Knights...
Charge.
Okay, come at me. Take the charge on an 8. Will this drone live or die? I feel like it might live, maybe. We charges, 3 charges to make, can't charge the Terminators, you came down within 3. Starting with... So you'll pile in a fight. I'm going to spend 2 CP to do -1 damage. Gotcha, bitch! You want the objective to hold the point, and you have 4 Deathwing Knights with 6 attacks each, so 24 attacks, hitting on 2s with lethals, but thankfully I have -1 to the damage, and I have a phone of pain 6+ from the influence. 2 lethals and 4 misses. 7 T6, wounding on 3s. 3 wound. Pretty good wound roll there. 4 up invulnerable saves. Okay. 6 go through, feel 6 up phone of pains, making 2 of them. So you kill 1 Blight Lord, bring 1 down to 1. Demon Prince keeping a Blight Lord alive there, as now you have the Lion. Yes, attacks hitting on 2s, lethals. Okay, 2 misses, 2 lethals. And then you're winning on 3s here, strength 14. Oh god. 12, strength still winning on 3s because of T10. So this is invuns or deaths. Come on! Oh! Made 2 of them, but I still take 16 damage. I explode! Oh. Has chosen mortal wound block from the start of the game, and he just completely kablammed that tank. As now you have the Deathwing Knights, 3 of them, into the drone. 12 attacks into the drone. Okay, thank god you have 2s, there's a bunch of 2s. 4 to wound. 4 wounds. AP2 is invuns. Takes 4 damage. Drone down to 6 wounds, Lion consolidated onto the point. Blight Lords can fight back. 1, 2 guys aren't fighting, everybody else into the Deathwing Knights. We'll start with the 1 damage with the Bebotic weapons.
I spent 2 CP.
Yeah.
1 for Armor of Contempt.
Nice.
And 1 for the one that gives me -1 to wound in combat.
Very nice.
Is it valid? I'm going to keep CP.
I'm AP3 here, so your Armor of Contempt won't save you, brother. Because AP, yeah. Gnarly. Alright, start with Bebotic weapons. On 3s, lethals. Look at all them lethals and rerolls. I miss 1 time. Strength 5, T4, but then -1 to wound is 4s. Less good, that's cocked. Invulnerable saves to save you, brother. That's pretty good. 6 attacks with the flail, we killed 2 of them so far. Hitting on 3s, lethals, re-rolling, thankfully, schmackle crapples. Archangel's turn 2 draws to a close. They managed to wipe out a Blight Lord, 1's on 1 wound, wounded a Plague Marine, wiped out the Plague Burst Crawler, Lion is nasty. On the fight back, that drone's on 6 wounds, I fought back and did 1 wound to a Deathwing Knight additionally, and killed 2 Deathwing Knights over here. So the Death Guard are doing well durability-wise, but the Dark Angel's got 10 points for secondary, meaning it's 20 to 0, as we push now into Death Guard turn 2. Guard turn number 2, get nothing for primary. We'll see if the Tallyman gets a CP. For our secondaries, we've got Storm Hostile Objective and Engage in all fronts, which is okay because we can maybe take the Terminators off this objective, and we have Blight Lords and more Plague Marines to bring down. Death Guard, turn 2, movement phase. We push the Demon Prince on the left flank up with these Plague Marines. We have the Blight Lords still in combat. We deep strike down those Blight Lords over there to try and make a 9-inch charge into either the Intercessors or the Deathwing Knights, and the Flamer Drone is still in combat, so we can flame, and that's it. We're keeping the other Plague Marines in the pocket because they can't quite get in good spots. We have Storm Hostile Objective engaged in all fronts. We have 2 CP because we did Tallyman, and we have some shooting to unleash onto these Terminators. Starting the shooting phase with these Plague Marines, they're going to offload everything into your Terminators. I'm going to start with the... They all get possible to hit from the Tallyman as well. We'll start with the Sergeant. He's got a plasma gun. He is going to supercharge. Hitting on 2s, plus 1 hit from the Tallyman. 2 hits. Strength 8, your T4 now, so 2s to wound. Oh, that's 1. No, White Dice sucks. 1 AP4, 2 damage on the Terminators. Fails it, 2 damage. Hazardous check. No! Yes. Kills the dudes. Kill myself, the 2 damage to you. Now we got 6 shots with bolters. Hitting on 2s, lethals. 1 lethal. 4s, minus the toughness. 4 3-up saves. Oh! Fails 3 of them. Tallyman with his plasma, not supercharging, 1's on 1 wound. So D3, 1 shot, sustained D3, misses. Okay, and then we have the Demon Prince, who has a D6 Flamer. D6, 4. D-Infantry 2+. 4 wounds, all AP1 becomes AP2, so you got 4 up, sir. Whoa! Killed 2 Terminators, 1's on a wound, fired the Demon Prince, killed the Plague Marine. These guys are locked up in combat, but we do have the Flamer Drone, who will flame these Deathwing Knights. 2d6 big flame. Whoa! 11 hits, anti-infantry 2+. Getting 3 1s. But 4 1s, woof. But still 7 wounds, AP2, so 4 ups. 1s on 3 wounds. Losing 4 damage. Now the Blight Lords are going to fire into the Intercessors 20 shots within rapid fire range. 3s lethals. No contagions, 1 lethal. 4s to wound. Not amazing. To reroll 1s to wound. Bow. AP0, 3 ups. Only taking a damage. So we fired in, did 1 damage to an Intercessor, killed 2 Terminators, and killed the Deathwing Knight. Not bad. Charge phase. Demon Prince will attempt to charge these Terminators. Whoop. Get an 11. Blight Lords need a 9-inch charge into these Intercessors to take your backfield. No. CP reroll. I have to. For death. Or glory. Start with the Demon Prince. We have 6 attacks with the Demon Prince. I'm going to spend a CP to pop sustain. Alright, so 6 attacks hitting on 2s. Strength 8, AP2, 3 damage. Which becomes AP3. -1 to wound. Hitting on 2 sustained. 1 miss. No lethals or anything. And then this is now wounding on 3s. And no, strength 8, T4. 4 wounds. 4 of him ones or 3 damage. 2 damage. And you can fight back with the Deathwing Knights.
Yes, sir.
I'm no longer within range of my Filament Pains because the Demon Prince went on a murdering spree. 18 attacks from the Deathwing Knights on 2s with lethals. Pretty good. Wounding the Blight Lords on 3s. Got 4 lethals through. Pretty solid. In ones! Oh, I didn't roll that well at all. That was rough. Made that. 1 die, 2 die, 3 die, 4 die, 5.5 die. Blight Lords fluffed that. Lost 5.5 of them. Down to 4 with the dude. Woof. I can fight back, but I'm going to first fight back with the drone. Drone didn't do anything, and the Death Knights can fight back. On 2s, 4s to wound here. Anti-vehicle 4+, better 4. Invons drone. Oh, the drone dies perfectly. Yeah. Doesn't explode. No, it doesn't. Alright, now the Blight Lords can fight back. So we have 16 attacks with biotic weapons. I need Blight Lords to do work here. 3s to hit with lethals, rerolling a bunch. Good thing for rerolls. Conversions, towns, 3s to wound. 9 wounds go through from the Blight Lords. 1s on 3 wounds remaining. Come on. Die! Kills a Deathwing Knight. I'm gonna spend a CP. Sending a CP to reroll. Fails it. A Lord of Contagion stepping up after killing a Deathwing Knight. Revenge. 5 attacks on 2s. Lethals. Holy schmackles. Rerolling. Everything. Strength is 8. T4 now, so 2s. Everything wound. AP3, 3 damage down to 2 damage. Tank. Kills the Deathwing Knight. 1 Deathwing Knight remains. You kill 6 Blight Lords. There's 4 Deathwing Knights have died. You can now fight back with the Librarian and the Terminator. End of Death Guard turn 2. You fought back here, did 2 wounds to the Demon Prince, had a mega fight in the middle, lots of things dying, and the Lion is still alive, and the Blight Lords failed the charge. At the end of my turn, I score 5 points for engaging all fronts, and 5 points for storm hostile objective, so I get 10 points to secondary. But the Dangles will score 10 points to their primary, and we push now into Dark Angel's turn 3. You score 3 points for engaging all fronts because you killed my drone. Should have fallen him back. Push now into Dark Angel's turn 3. Turn 3 for the Dark Angels. They are battle shocked with the Terminator. They are battle shocked with the Deathwing Knights in the far corner. You are scary with the Lion. You actually get another. You get 14 for primary because the Lion's holding my backfield, which is gnarly. Yeah. Storming the primary, I've scored nothing. And you're oathing the Blight Lords. You lost a fair few Deathwing Knights, but I've lost a fair few Blight Lords in the tank. So it's even Stevens in terms of killing, but you scored a lot of primary. So Death Guard need to get their act together as we both get a CP, and yeah, we'll push now to turn 3 for the Dark Angel movement phase. Get Sabotage and Behind Enemy Lines for Dark Angel cards in the 3rd turn. Back with the Terminators and 1s and 2s, you die. Oh, the Librarian lives as the crate falls in destruction. Please leave us the answer in the comments. He's lost his unit. Does he still remain battle shocked? We're going to play that he is still battle shocked. But if we're wrong, let us know in the comments below. Turn 3, movement phase concluded for the Dark Angels. They fell back with the Librarian. He is battle shocked, lost his buddy. The Lion wants vengeance for his fallen comrades, is going to take on the Lord of Contagion. And then you also push these Deathwing Knights over, you advance them onto the objective. That one fell back. And you have these Assault Marine jump back guys coming down in here to try and sabotage. They are in the building at the top. And that'll get you some points while you got behind the lines as well for very good cards. Lieutenant's still there, and then the Space Marines are still chilling in the building. Sneakily rapid ingress my Plague Marines back onto my home field objective. Any movement phase, pick an objective to get +1 to wound with army wide.
You're not really on any of the objectives.
I'm on the back one.
You are on the back one.
The back foot. Middle objective, the same objective, you got reroll wounds to 1 with the Lieutenant who hasn't been impeccable because no one's been on that for me this whole game. Intercessors into the Blight Lords. On 3s. Oh my god.
So bad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
5s to wound, you get nothing.
Alright. 2 shots down.
Line into the Blight Lords. Plasma, 2 hits. 3s to wound, 1 wound. Invite! No! Who's a Blight Lord?
That's very
Charges, line into the Blight Lords, auto in. Sabotage with the Intercessors in the building. Lieutenant's just chilling. And yeah, that is that. Just 1 charge. Just the line. Into the Lord of Contagion. The showdown. He attacks, hitting on 2s, lethals. Lion power. Oh! Every 3 at a time on the Blight Lords. How many went through? 8. In ones. Making. Oh.
2
In one. No. If I attack these, I take 8 damage. I don't even have any CP. I die. But every time this guy suffers a wound on a 4-up, he does a mortal back. Vectors of disease. The lion is disgusting. Disease. Take 4 mortals to the lion. Activate his 4-up block all game. Take some damage. Takes 2 points behind enemy lines. You're sabotaging. You sabotage the Death Guard by wiping out all the Blight Lords and the Lord of Contagion. But I still have the Demon Prince and more Blight Lords and more Plague Marines. It's not over yet. Push down to Death Guard turn number 3. Scores on the doors. Movement phase for the Death Guard in our command phase. We tallied again. Yes, we did. We got 8 points of primary because we held our back objective. And for our secondary cards, we extend battle lines and secure no man's land. Looking doable because we moved over here to try and pop some shots at this unkillable, scary lion. And the Death Guard Demon Prince is going to hopefully kill the Librarian. And then we got a nice 6 on the advance roll over there. So they got into the objective and stopped some of your primary, which is quite good. And this objective is now sticky. As the shooting phase now shall begin. All these Plague Marines are going to offload everything into the line. And a CP to get sustained, and it'll be sustained 2 because I'm on an infected objective. 2 plasma shots supercharging from the Sergeant, hitting on 3, sustained 2. Oh my god, sustained 2! Let's force the wound here into the line. Boom! 2 wounds. AP 4, 2 damage, 3 up invuns on the big boy. Fails the first one, fails the second one. The Lion's down to 4 wounds from a Sergeant with a plasma gun. CP, okay. Down to 6. Now we have 10 shots with Plague Bolters. Plague Marines for the win. Sustain 2. What the hell? Look at these 6s. Bam, sustain 2. Bam. Still T8. Still 6s here. 6s! Okay, looking at 2. Okay. We want invuns. Takes another damage. Hazardous check. Yes. These Plague Marines are going to do the exact same thing. But the Sergeant's already dead, so we just have the plasma from the Tallyman who will supercharge. Alright, Tallyman hitting on a 2 here. Sustain D3. Oh, hits. And then 4 to wound. Wound, not wound. And then hazardous. Oh, shit! But he has 3 mortals on the Tallyman, Field of Pains. Demon Prince makes none of them. Woof. L2 hazardous this game. 6 bolters on 2s with lethals. 1 lethal. And then wounding on 6s. 9, you tank it. Lions on 5 wounds remaining. Fired the Plague Marines. Fired those Plague Marines. Wounded the Tallyman. Demon Prince is going to do his flamer into the lion. Flame on! For 1. Bolts. Wounding on a... Not that. Charges just the Demon Prince into the Librarian.
Yep.
Makes it on at 10. 6 attacks from Demon Prince hitting on 2s. And then this is 2s to wound. Okay, everything wounds. 4 up invuns, 3 damage apiece.
First one.
Fair makes it.
Second one.
Fails it.
Third one.
And I can consolidate just towards the objective but turning around for the gasness as he faces down the line. End of turn 3 for the Death Guard. They get 10 points of secondary, alright. Whilst the Dangles get 6 more points for doing sabotage. Push now to Dangles turn 4 as this game is closer than ever. Turn 4 for the Dangles. Their cards are recover assets and
Bring it down.
Very nice. Kill the Demon Prince. The lion is turning around. He knows he must cut his way through the chaff to get to the prize of the Demon Prince of Deathguard.
He will bring down the monstrosity.
The monster for bringing down points. And you get 10 points of primary. You failed your battle shock on one of the Deathwing Knights. The other two spend a CP to pass it. Movement phase commences.
Failed it.
Lion's back. You failed on that guy. Yeah. End of turn 4 movement phase. The lion's coming up.
Yeah, the lion's moving up to try and get stuck in here to fight his way through to the Demon Prince. This Deathwing Knight has moved forward from the objective to make a 5-inch charge into this unit here, which I've also oathed to help him out.
And pass on to wound.
Picking this objective.
Very nice. The Assault Marines jumped here to recover assets. You have that lieutenant over there doing recover assets.
This guy recover. Yeah. So then so after the movement, we're coming on to all the actions. So we've got recover assets, and recover assets with the intercessors in the building over here, and then this unit of Deathwing Knights is going to terraform the central objective.
Whoa! Second objective.
Everyone's
terraform.
doing actions. We don't care about the enemy.
The lion,
just do the actions.
The lion is not everyone.
Well, the lion has to get stuck in.
Ready.
Alright, let's do this.
Plasma the Demon Prince of the Lion. 2 shots, 2 hits. Wounding on 5s now. I'm a Demon Prince.
Nothing.
Charge phase, you did no damage to the intercessors. You have charges.
5-inch. Let's
Nice.
go. For the king! Yeah! The dangles thing in his favour, so he should...
Lion into the Plague Marine chaff.
Can't really fail.
That's all she wrote for charges, starting with... I do have an interrupt, by the way, just let you know. I have 2 CP.
Do an interrupt. Let's start with this Blade Guard.
Nice. So I'm going to spend 2 CP then to do -1 damage on the Plague Marines. For the second time in the game. Meaning you're 2 damage now 1 damage. 6 attacks on 2s with lethals. Oh my god, 3 lethals. Guys on smoke, he lost his comrades, but he's still standing.
And then 2s.
Everything goes through 6 5-up saves. Bam! Lose a Plague Marine. Wow. Lose 1 Plague Marine. And I still hold this point because I'm OC 15 in that unit. Lion's coming in with the big damage profile. 8 attacks on 2s.
Okay.
Then 2s to wound. No saves. Oof. They wiped the unit out. The lion is now alone. Stands alone. The face-off. Fight back with the Plague Marines. Fought back here with the Plague Marines and wiped out the Deathwing Knight. Push now into Death Guard turn 4 as you score 6 points for your secondary for your actions. So, Death Guard turn 4, we get Cleanse and Overwhelming Force for our cards. We get 12 points of primary, which is needed, and Battle Shocks were okay because you wiped out Plague Marines, Tallyman, but not these Plague Marines who are alive. And then Shooting Phase, finish movement phase pretty much, because we're just going to cleanse here, and we're going to cleanse there. And we're going to seek to try and shoot and charge these Assault Marines and get Overwhelming Force. Shooting Phase, we have the Sergeant with the Plasma Gun, rapid firing into these Jump Pack Intercessors. 2 shots with my Plasma Gun. Whoa! 2s to wound. Oh. Hazardous! Yay! 8 shots with bolters and from this unit, because he also has a bolter. Hitting on 3s. Lethals! Okay, 2 lethals. Wounding on a 3 though. That's a wound. And I killed one of them with the Plasma Gun and wounded one of them with the bolter. And charges, we have the Plague Marines are going to charge these guys. Spending a CP for sustained 2s because I'm on an infected objective. And attacks with plague knives, lethals and sustained 2s.
I'm tempted.
Okay.
If it helps.
So 1 lethal and then 2 sustained. I'm contempting. And then this is wounding on 3s. Okay, cool. So 4 wounds go through with 4 ups. Ooh. Killing 2, yes. Now we have the Sergeant with 2 damage. 3 attacks. Sustained 2 lethals. Come on! Yes! Oh! So 2 lethals and 4 hits. Woof. This is wounding on 2s. Whoop, this guy powered up. He got 6 wounds.
Okay, yes.
You have 4 up to 6 ups to 5 ups. 5 ups. No. Managed to kill this unit and get Overwhelming Force. And also get Cleanse. Which is pretty nice. 7 points of secondary. 4 for Cleanse. 3 for Overwhelming Force. Push now to the final turn for the Darkest Angels. Turn number 5, the final turn. Their cards are...
we got Cleanse, another action 1.
Containment. And you have
And we got
Intercessors.
Containment for another action 1. We scored 12 points of primary, holding 1, holding 2, and then having sabotage 2.
Terraformed.
Terraform 2 now, thanks. These guys got battle shocked. These guys moved forward to cleanse here. This lieutenant moved over to containment this battlefield edge for at least 1. Death Knight's going forward to cast death on this, who we've also oathed, and we've called the objectives we don't control, so it's going to be them, and it's going to be the Demon Prince. But
it's the showdown we've all been waiting for. Lion on 5 wounds, shooting the Demon Prince. 1 hit. That's not a wound. T10, baby. T11.
Right, charges.
Charges. No guns. I love it. Lion makes it. 5 is charged from Death Knights into the dudes. No CP reroll allowed. Oh, easy money. An action with the Intercessors and an action with the Lieutenant. Death Knights coming into the Plague Marines, building up for the Lion fight. 8 attacks on 2s. Missing once, but you oath them. Everything hits. 2s to wound, +1 to wound. Worthingtons. 2 1s. 5 up invulnerable saves. Lost armor saves. Oof, you wiped out the Plague Marines and do 2 damage to the Icon Bearer who's still alive. Just the Icon Bearer remains on 2 wounds. Lion into the Demon Prince of Nurgle. 8 wounds remaining. 2 things that go through would kill me, but I do have invuns. And I'm feeling lucky.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
This is the moment you dreamed of.
The Lion.
He misses twice.
Misses twice.
No lethals, nice. And you are only winning me on 3s on T11, not T12. Tanky. Okay, that's only 3 wounds. Go!
CB.
Oh, you don't make it.
Don't make it.
And I live. I live. Demon Prince lives on 4 wounds. Demon Prince into the Lion. 2s. Everything hits. Oh. Strength 8, but you're T8 now, so 4s. Come on, Demon Prince. Only 1 wound. That was really bad. Fail it. Oh no. I barely scratch you. Barely at all. You do 4 damage to me, but I'm still alive. Scored 5 points of secondary, pushed down to Death Guard final turn. Finished Archangel turn 5. Now it's Death Guard turn 5. I only score 4 points of primary, as you've knocked me off here, and you've knocked me off here with the line with OC4. And for my cards, I get containment and behind enemy lines. We get a CP, 4 points of primary, but it gets to the end of our turn, so we still have potential to score more. But we only have three units left. Death Guard, turn 5, we're doing containment with these Blight Lords for 3 points. Staying in combat with the Demon Prince. We have 2 CP, we're going to shoot you with our Flamer. D6! Bam! For 1. 5 to wound. Now fight me, I'm spending 2 CP for -1 damage, so your big swing goes down to 3 damage, you need 2 to go through to kill me. Go. Nice. Wound is...
I don't know, it doesn't count for that.
Oh yeah, you didn't get it.
Please.
Holy smacks. How many? How many?
I've dropped 2, so 6.
6. Okay, cool. 4 of them will make it. 4 of them will make it. Fail it. Make this one I have to. Yes, made it. Yes, made it. Yes, made it. No! Demon Prince dies, and that will conclude the game, my friend. Well played. Lion killed the Demon Prince at the end. For the final score, the Death Guard got, I believe, something. Scores on doors, as the Death Guard Demon Prince died in turn 5. The Death Guard got 62, 28 for secondary, 24 for primary, 46 for primary, and then 62 total score. But the Dangles got 31 for secondary, 10 points of pain and base. So the Dark Angels claim the victory because of this man who's here. He is the baddest man in the Imperium. He absolutely smoked it. He killed the Plague Bus Crawler. He wiped out 4 Blight Lords and the Lord of Contagion. And then he came through and killed the Tallyman, 5 more Plague Marines, and the Demon Prince. He wiped out probably 600 points. And he claimed you victory. I think without him doing all that, I would have cleaned up.
I agree.
Yeah, so he's the MVP for you, I would say.
The Lion, he won the game. And so, in the name of the Emperor, I say, subscribe to Shed Gaming.